Welcome to Mind Academy Sports, where we teach athletes the connection between their mind and performance. Listen, we believe strongly in Mind Academy Sports, if you watch the intro, that the ego is the enemy. If you want to get better, if you want to tap into more of your creative power, if you want to be your best self, if you want to have the edge versus the best competition all the time, you must understand that the ego is the enemy. You must get past the ego. You must get past yourself in order to make room for greatness. Be willing to ask a question. Be willing to be humble. Be willing to learn. And I'm telling you, no matter what level you're on, elementary, high school, even professionals, those egos in the professional ranks, if you can do that, you can realize that your potential, literally, you're only scratching the edge of the surface. Today we are going to discuss how to defeat this negative mind. There is sometimes, but first, before we do this, I want you guys to subscribe to this channel and like this video so that we can keep this going so more people can hear. So subscribe, push that bell, like the video, and comment below. So this video is dedicated for anyone who is struggling with a negative mind. When they play, they understand that it's like a tape recorder. It's a negative mindset that's going on. So some people call it a mental block, or the yips in golf or baseball. But you get into certain slumps during the season where you go to shoot the basketball, you go up to bat, or you're playing football, and somehow you slip into this negative mindset and the only thing you do is you expect the negative. We're going to teach you how to do this. Let me tell you this. I'll show you this equation that I work under with all my athletes. Performance equals potential minus interference. What does that mean? You will perform your best when there's no mental or emotional interference standing in your way. And we use this protocol called the Race Formula 2.0. It works every single time, no matter who you are, no matter how old you are, no matter how experienced you are. If you have some sort of mental block, aka Paul George at the free throw line, who else? AKA Ben Simmons. If you have anything, and some people have things of a lesser degree, it's nothing to be ashamed of. If you have it, we can help get you that. We can help solve that problem for you using the Race Formula 2.0. So let's talk about what this Race Formula 2.0 is. Let's talk about how we help people solve the problem. Let's start with R. It's relentless. If you understand, hey, I play better in practice than I do in games. That's something that I gotta understand. Okay, if I play worse when I play people who are greater than me, more talented, faster, if I think they have a bigger name, that's something. So what I have to do is I need to first begin to be relentless. Whatever my problem is, I have to be relentless in actually attacking my problem. I have to be relentless. So if it means I gotta work on my mindset 24/7, if it means I gotta study film more, whatever I gotta do, I gotta be relentless about it. So during our sessions, I work with athletes one-on-one, usually virtually. I give them tools to give them and establish a strong belief inside of them that they have the ability to step their foot on the pedal, okay, and actually establish and build a belief system on the inside of them that they can easily be relentless and actually change whatever negative thoughts that they're having. Most people, when they have this thing for so long, this problem for so long, they've been at this level for so long, their foot is kind of on the brake. Okay, they're really laid back because they're saying they're tired of trying. We want to give them the ability to put their foot on the gas pedal and get ready to be relentless with this thing. The next one is awareness. All right, so we have something inside of our mind when we have a problem, the negative mind. there's something in our brain that starts to analyze things. It starts to churn over things. It starts to think really fast about how to actually solve this problem. Well, when you're playing sports, the best thing to do is not to analyze situations and not to think too much, but our brain doesn't know it. So it turns against us, and we can think negative so long that it goes from the mind, the habitual thoughts, thinking about this negative thing over and over. It goes from the mind to the body, and that's where we're in trouble. When it starts to get into our feelings, we start to feel restricted when we play. That's not good. Okay, so the next one is awareness. When we are actually aware of, number one, that we have a problem. There's many people who are playing below their potential, and they think that they have to keep going and practicing a million times, which helps. But they have not yet come to the awareness that they have mental interference, which is 99.9% of athletes, that's affecting them. And the interference is not there when they're on the playground, when they're playing with friends, when they're in open gym. The interference shows up because of the environment, because maybe it's a lot of people in the stands, maybe it's a big game, maybe they have a limiting belief concerning who they playing. They don't understand. This is even for professional athletes too. They don't understand that their limiting belief, the reason they can't get past that wall, the reason they can't get past that wall, the reason they can't get over that hump, they're always playing at that level, is because there's mental interference there. You have to become aware. Okay, and the other piece about mental awareness is understanding where the problem lives. A lot of times the problem has moved from the mind to the body. So what you have to do is learn how to get that thought and that belief system out of there. I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself. What's the third one? The third one is clear. Okay, so in the midst of this whole process, we have to understand, like I said before, that the problem is not only in the mind, but it's in the body. A state of mind is a combination between thoughts, all these thoughts that you're thinking, and feelings. So there's feelings that you have, which I can break it down scientifically, that feelings are actually things, okay? Feelings are actually chemicals. They're called neuropeptides. So they're things, feelings, what people say don't matter, actually attached to our body. So thoughts are actually tangible. So you have to understand that if you want to clear, you need to clear this out of your body. You need to clear this belief out of your body. You need to clear this belief system out of your body. And then you have to replace it. So we not only clear these negative thoughts, negative beliefs that's coming from a system of beliefs, we not only clear it, but then we actually replace it with a counter belief that's stronger. So now our body feels empowered. So instead of feeling fear, instead of feeling doubt, instead of feeling hesitation, we're now empowered to feel confident, to feel, what am I thinking of? To feel assertive. We're not second guessing ourselves. We feel a feeling of fearlessness against any opponent. So these are the things that we work on. Okay, so that's clear. You got to be able to clear those out of your body. The next one is emotional mastery. Emotional mastery. So this can go 1,000 different directions, but basically you have to have the ability to have emotional mastery. And I kind of alluded to it earlier, saying that, you know, when you're talking about a state of mind, when you're talking about great performances, it's all about people who have tapped into a certain state of mind. So it's talking about the rhythm, it's talking about the zone, people call it the flow state, whatever you're calling it, but this state of mind actually releases the potential that you actually have. This potential is always in there, but which athlete can release more of their potential? There we go. So when you're talking about high-level sports, if you're talking about whether you're in high school, state championship, if you're in college, the top dogs in the NCAA, talent level is always here. Everybody can jump through the gym. Everybody can lift. Everybody can do all these things. But who can release more of their potential? Who has the most poise? Who has the most confidence under pressure in the clutch? So these are actually emotional these are actually emotions. These are actually things that are inside our body. So it's about having the ability to master this thing. So on command, you have the ability to say, okay, now we're going to be in the state of confidence. Now we're going to be in the state of confidence. So it's not only that, but it's every situation I have the ability to have emotional mastery. So during the best competition, in the championship game, in the fourth quarter, I have emotional mastery. When the scouts are watching, I have emotional mastery. When it's time for me to make the team, I have emotional mastery. So it's all about emotional mastery right now in that fourth phase. So once we go through that whole situation, now you don't even have to worry about a negative mind. You don't have to worry about any form of mental interference, because this Race Formula 2.0 takes care of everything. You can look at all the testimonials that I have. People come to Mind Academy Sports and they may have a problem. Oh my God, I've seen every psychologist in the world, and they have groundbreaking results. So this is something that's proven for thousands of athletes. If you are a sports parent and you understand that your son or daughter has a problem, if you are in high school and you have a problem, if you play college, if you play professional, and you want to gain the edge over your competition, then I want you to contact us below. Contact through us below. Sign up. We can get any problem solved in 4 sessions or less. Guys, before you leave, I want you to remember that you are one thought away from your next greatest performance.